Thank you. So, I'm gonna now play the first single from Pictures, and this last album literally was made. We started to make it in January, and it was finished by June. And there was a few festival gigs I did this summer where I played "If You Were a Sailboat," which is the next song I'm going to play you. And there was something really funny that happened to me on one of the first gigs where I played the song. It wasn't really anything to do with the song. It was backstage before the actual concert started. What happened was that I sometimes have the strangest situations where I'll get recognised in the weirdest locations where I don't look like myself at all. And then other situations I, don't get recognised at all, which suits me quite nicely. So I was at my own gig, I was backstage, and as I came out of my dressing room, now let me actually tell you where the location was. It was in a castle somewhere in Germany, and it was an outside gig, and the dressing rooms were outside somewhere, and the security wasn't there yet, so a fan managed to sort of wander around, and he managed to find my dressing room. So he was standing outside my dressing room, and he had my album and a pen. He obviously wanted me to sign it. And as I came out of my dressing room, he stopped me and he said, "Excuse me, is Katie Melua going to be walking past here?" I was like, "Yeah, she'll be around in a few minutes." Well, I didn't actually say that. I said to him, I'm her. And he was like, no. And he showed me my picture. I said, "Katie, I'm her." Anyway, I told him it was me. He couldn't, he was mortified. And I signed his thing, and then that was fine. So it was a bit ridiculous. And then I went and sang the song on stage. So this is "If You Were a Sailboat."
If you were a cowboy, I would trail you. If you were a piece of wood, I'd nail you to the floor. If you were a sailboat, I would sail you to the shore. If you were a river, I would swim you. If you were a house, I would live in you all my days. If you were a preacher, I'd begin to change my ways. Sometimes I believe in fate, but the chances we create always seem to ring more true. You took a chance on loving me, I took a chance on loving you. If I was in jail, I know you'd spring me. If I was a telephone, you'd ring me all day long. If I was in pain, I know you'd sing me soothing songs. Sometimes I believe in fate, but the chances we create always seem to ring more true. You took a chance on loving me, I took a chance on loving you. If I was hungry, you'd feed me. If I was in darkness, you would lead me to the light. If I was a book, I know you'd read me every night. If you were a cowboy, I would trail you. If you were a piece of wood, I'd nail you to the floor. If you were sailboat, I would sail you to the shore. If you were a sailboat,